You are welcome to this segment of Monopoly Market. In this segment, we want to establish the relationship between price and average revenue. Also, price and marginal revenue in a monopoly market. We are establishing this using the algebra approach. First, we need to re-emphasize that unlike the perfect competitive market, price in a monopoly market is not fixed. Therefore, we can establish the relationship using the hypothetical figures in our last class, which is Q 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and P 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. The figures shows that the relationship between quantity and price is negative. To empirically explain this assertion, we adopt the regression analysis. For the sake of this class, we are going to avoid the details of regression analysis, but we actually made use of the statistical package for social scientists to establish the relationship between price and quantity. The regression result shows that Q equals 10 minus 0.91 P. This is a confirmation that indeed there is negative relationship between price and quantity in a monopoly market. Then, to derive the demand equation, we make P the subject of the formula, which is 0.91 P equals 10 minus Q. By dividing both sides by 0.91, we have 0.91 P divide 0.91 equals 10 divide 0.91 minus Q divide 0.91. This cancel out this. P is 10 divide 0.91, 11, minus 1 divide 0.91, 1.09 Q. This is the demand function in a monopoly market. For the sake of algebra, we can represent 11 as A and 1.09 as B. As such, price can be expressed as A minus B cubed. Therefore, we can estimate the average revenue and marginal revenue from the demand function in a monopoly market. From the established demand function, we can actually determine the average revenue. As established in the last class, average revenue is total revenue divided quantity. And our total revenue is price multiplied quantity. As such, total revenue is price, which is A minus B cubed multiplied by Q. Then total revenue is A cubed minus BQ squared. Going by the average revenue formula, average revenue is total revenue divided quantity, which is A cubed minus BQ squared divide quantity. Therefore, average revenue is A minus B cubed, because Q will cancel out Q and Q will cancel out another Q, which is A minus B cubed. We can see that average revenue is the same thing as price using the algebra approach. Average revenue is the same thing as price, which is A minus B cubed. For marginal revenue, The formula is given as MR equals change in total revenue over change in quantity. Before I explain this, I would like to introduce you to the concept of differentiation. If we are to differentiate y equals 2x squared, this can be expressed as change in y with respect to change in x, which is also dy dx. To differentiate this, we multiply the power, which is 2, by the coefficient, and we deduct 1 from the power. Again, to differentiate this, we multiply the power by the coefficient and we deduct 1 from the power. Therefore, the y ds of this equation is this power, which is 2, multiplied by 2, and we deduct 1 from the power. This will give us 4x. Also, to differentiate 2x squared minus 3x cubed, which is dy dx, is we multiply the power by 2. 2 multiply 2, and we deduct 1 from the power. For this, we multiply the power, which is 3, by the coefficient. 3 multiply 3, and we deduct 1 from the power. This will give us 4x minus 9x squared. With this, we can actually determine the marginal revenue. The marginal revenue is also change in total revenue with respect to change in quantity. From the equation, our total revenue is AQ minus BQ squared. Then marginal revenue, which is change in total revenue with respect to change in Q, or the total revenue dq, is 1 multiplied by the coefficient, and we deduct 1 from the coefficient, which is 1 multiplied by A Q, 1 minus 1, minus 2 multiplied by B Q, 2 minus 1. This will give us A Q raised to power 0 minus 2B Q. As such, our marginal revenue is anything raised to power 0 is 1. A minus 2B Q. Marginal revenue is A minus 2B Q. The algebra outcome shows that in a monopoly market, price is the same as average revenue but not marginal revenue. Also, we can establish that the coefficient of the slope of marginal revenue is 2 times the coefficient of the average revenue. In our next class, we will examine the relationship between total revenue and price elasticity of demand. This is where we will address the issue of demand, supply, equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity, and price elasticity of demand. Thank you.